We gave you all your basic knowledge. You never teach that in your college. We even had to face defiance when you came and walked your science. We gave you generation.
Well, we've been invited back. There are a number of events that we've been invited to participate in that I believe will help get this Virgin Islands ball rolling here in Denmark. I think there is an event being sponsored by the National Archives in collaboration with the Wilberforce Institute on Slavery Education out of London, and that will take place on the 8th of September, and I look forward to participating in that on behalf of Virgin Islanders. I think it is entitled Imagining Slavery, the Danish National Representations of the Slave Trade. And so we are excited about being able to participate in the general discussion there. There are a number of other events. We've been invited to even family reunions here. There are families that have reached out and have said that their wealth and history are deeply rooted in the Danish West Indies, and that in this time they would very much like to be a part of initiatives towards repair and reconciliation. We've been invited to have discussions with them and to bring about the ideas that will assist in this process. So I think that also being installed as the inaugural chairman of Corrida will mean that the next year, at least for the next year, I'll have to spend a considerable amount of time here in Copenhagen or in Denmark in general. So we look forward to using that opportunity to increase the awareness and to educate the Danish people, but in particular students. I'm hoping that we can coordinate some kind of tour that would allow us to share not only the history, but the need for repair between our two people. So I can say that for sure the remainder of 2010 and a good part of 2011 will be spent back and forth between here and Denmark, and who knows what the future will hold. I am hopeful that there will be no need for my organization and no need for these initiatives or this discussion one day. But how long that will take, nobody knows. But for now, we are strong in our conviction. We have a great deal of support from communities and people both here in Denmark and in the Virgin Islands, and increasingly so throughout the African diaspora. So we'll be seeking to use a little bit of alchemy, perhaps, to convert these things into some very tangible results. And who knows, perhaps in another 10 or 15 years, we can be celebrating a repaired people and having all kinds of discussions about a future that is equal and more humane, But for right now, we're in the trenches, and it is the struggle that is important. And we're just grateful that we have been received here in Denmark the way that we have, and that there is great interest and concern for the reparations movement. This is a symbol, the conch. It's a symbol of our emancipation. It's a symbol of our freedom. It's a symbol of struggle, you know, but today it represents our self-determination or fight for humanity and reparations. Historically, it was used in our struggle against the Danes and European colonizers. We were not allowed, it was against Danish law for us to assemble. And so we had to be very creative, you know, and we had to apply great ingenuity when it came to assembling people, you know, and calling to arms, you know. And so this is a sea mollusk known as a conch. Today it is eaten by some people, but what is left is this outer shell that is very hard, and they're able to make a horn out of it. And it is a sound that is very distinct, you know, and can be heard for miles. And so that is why it is very effective in assembling people and calling them, whether it be to arms or to defense, you know. It can be played as a musical instrument in various different tones and harmonies. It means different things, you know. So it is a symbol of the Virgin Islands reparations movement today, but more importantly, it represents Virgin Islands culture and history in general.
Generation of royal blood, so we want reparation, reparation for a royal blood. We gave you generations, generation of a royal blood. We want reparation, reparation for a royal blood.